Welcome everyone to the last stream of the day for the travelling time with Scrappadabadoo and the design team today. Okay, and we're here to make the time capsule, and we have quite a few ladies still up. It's very late over in the US. So I'm just going to show what we're going to do today is the actual box itself, and we should get to cover it and all. The cutting guide is up on my blog. Hey, Crafty Mum. Yeah, me too. I was a bit late. So for anyone that wants to play along, you open it up and you've got a secret compartment here. It's actually got magnets in there, so, and I've put the ribbon there so that I could have a pull to open it. So you've got a secret compartment in there, and on the back of this here is an envelope, and I'm going to put a card or a letter to Amelia. I'm giving this to her on her wedding day, if I'm still around. If not, her mother will. So, and okay, that's for that one. This one's not quite finished yet, so let me try and grab it out. This is a Coptic bound notebook, so this is where I'll write a lot of notes and thoughts and things. Like I want to write on here today about the kids' sleepover last night and what we did. So I'll teach you how I did the Coptic binding of this, and there's quite a few pages in this, so it should last a while. Thanks, guys. This here is a mini album, and it's the covers are made from the kraft-tex, and I've dry embossed it and rubbed some paint gesso, not rub and buff, but you can use any variety of your waxes. I think I used what did I use? I can't even remember their names. Inca Gold, and I also used Gilda's paste. So, and I also used the snaps for the closure. Okay. And what I also did here was I made these paper bags out of just using the Martha Stewart scoreboard. Okay, so I'll take you through that as well, and then you can put a couple of tags in there. There's room for a 3x4 photo on the tags. Okay, so this one here I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 bags in there. So that's that little mini album. So we'll be making this. This is an ongoing project. So, and in the bottom we have another box. Now this one I'm thinking I'm going to put all little bits and pieces, receipts, advertisements, things like that. So I wanted that fairly big and no compartments in it at all. And I've actually got the box so that it sits up higher, so you've got more room because you've got this ledge there. So we'll be making that one too, and maybe even a couple of other things. But I'm going to give you a variety of things that you could put in here, but you can put whatever you want, because what's got to go in here are photos and paraphernalia and all sorts of things. So I may not put any more in here. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. Okay, done. Yeah, they work really well, the snaps on that on the kraft-tex. Okay, so this is the cutting guide. I haven't done instructions for it. Thanks, Eileen. But you can come back and watch the video again. Now I used 2 sheets of 12 by 12 medium weight chipboard. Now your kraft-tex, and I'll show you that because I've already pre-done mine, but and I bought mine in the bolt so I could get the length of it because I needed 24.5 inches. So all I did was I cut off, and I think you need about, what did I say, 5 inches by 24.5 inches. Okay, so I cut off the 5 inches, and then I just cut, I folded it to cut it. So you can use your 12-inch ruler should fit it, but I just used a craft knife and craft mat. So tell us which side of the paper to score. I will. Oh, you're so funny. Okay, so, and I've used a couple of strips and I've pre-done those, but I will go through and show you what I did. So that's a piece of kraft-tex there. Okay, you can see all the embossing on it and the Gilda's paste and Inca Gold on that. So there's that one and that little 3/8 inch strip there. And I've also, now, I need to get that out. What you can do, because I used, you can use your own hinges. Now, where is it? Okay. Or you can punch them because the punches actually punch through the kraft-tex. But you can also use your cutting machine. I use my Cricut, and this one's the Fabulous Finds, and it has a few different hinges and tabs and things on it. So, or you can just use your own hinges, you know, real hinges. Is it pixelated? Oh dear. Is it pixelated for everyone? There you go, Eileen. So there's no excuse now, is there? Okay, so let's get started. I've cut out my chipboard for the base and the top, but what I wanted to do first, and I thought I'd done this already, but the closure that I had, this one here, is gold, but I wanted it grunged up to match the paper. Okay, yeah, I bought my kraft-tex from fishpond.com.au for those in Australia. All right, so all I did was took some alcohol ink to grunge these up, and I used black, I used latte, you can use caramel, hazelnut or whatever. Got some gold and some copper because I want to do these first so they can dry. Hey Jonna. Okay, and I've got some rust here. So now what I wanted to do is just get another piece of that felt, because you'll need something that's flexible as well. You're going to get your fingers dirty with this. Okay, so okay, oh, I haven't used this one in a while, surely I have. Okay, there's the rust, and then the gold, just a couple of little dabs of the gold, and the bronze. And finally, just a bit of the black. And I think I'm going to finish off with some more of the latte. Okay. Now, all I'm doing is dabbing over this metal piece. Okay. And it's a slippery little sucker, and you're probably best just to use this. Finish off with the blending tool. Need a bit more black is what I need. Sure, this is all I did. I might have used a black one. That might have been why it's not so. But you know what? I'll show you what else you can do. Now don't forget to turn that over, because you've got that underside that's going to show as well. That's not black enough for my liking. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a plastic Ziploc bag. I'm going to cut one long side of it. What's wrong with the picture? Is everyone having issues with the picture quality? It's not blurry. Well, she's not blurry for Eileen, for Sherry. I'd say the problem is your end, guys, because there you go. Joyce is not having issues. I just increased. All right, hold on then. And it's okay for up nurse Pam Randall, so not blurry for Terry. Oh, okay. Don't know what's going on then. I can't really put the video quality up anymore because it's going to. Okay, so I move slowly then, Jonna. I go in slow motion. Okay, so what I'm going to do is quickly pour some of this alcohol ink in this Ziploc bag. Sorry, I've got to go fast. Oops, I'm getting a bit carried away here. And some of this. Ah, my goodness. Making a big mess. And then just plop these in here and squish it around. Mine's not out of focus. Hey guys, have you guys reset your computers between the Ustreams shows? Because it may be that your end is running very low on memory for your video cards and that. Okay, it really doesn't like that, so you know what I do. I mean, that's not too bad. It's sort of coloured it a bit, but I'm going to get... I don't know, this seems to be a different closure than what I used for the other ones. So, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. I'm not going to put gold on. It seems to have a bit of a leak problem. Yeah. See, guys, you've been watching streams for how many hours now without resetting your computers? It's going to affect it. Carol got booted. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave those to sit and dry while we get and make this box. That was just pathetic, that one. Okay, so I'm just going to put this over on my bench to dry till we need it. And grab a baby wipe. It was funny, Carol. Oh, Von, I don't know. It's fine my end. I don't know what else to do. There you go. I've just frozen then, but I'm back again. Okay, it could be because I'm all the way down under. You guys are all the way up yonder. I'm hoping that, oh, that's disgusting. I'm hoping that the recording is not crap. No, I mean restart your computer, not just refresh. Need to dump all that memory that's been used. It sure does, Heather. Hey, JJ. I can't. All right, what do I do? All right, you know what? I've got the webcam on off autofocus. I'm going to put it back on. Is that any better? Oh, I just wish it was better for you guys. Not that one, I need this one. Okay, I just took off, put the autofocus back on. Okay, whew, that was the issue. I heard you guys all telling each other to turn off the autofocus, so I decided to be smart and do the same. Well, it just stuffed it up, didn't it? Okay, let's go. All right. This now, we're doing the bottom box, and so this one's cut at 7 inches by 5 inches. Then we've got 5 inches by 4 inches for the sides, 2 of those. Then we've got 7 inches by 4 inches for the front and back. And this is how we're going to put it together. Sorry, guys. All right, so the way I do my boxes lately, now your strips can be whatever size you feel comfortable with. I've got mine at, what have I got mine at? 1 inch strips. And I've used the 3/8 inch score tape. And all I'm doing is lining that up right on that edge there. Then I'm going to take the front or back, whatever it is, either or. And what I'm going to do here is butt it up against that other piece there and just fold over that hinge. We'll do the same thing to the opposite side. No, this is true, Eileen. I sometimes do not listen to you guys. Okay. I knew there had to be something that was the issue there with so many of you having the same issue, but it wasn't showing blurry on my end, so I thought that was the only other thing that was different from my normal streams. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to attach the sides, and I've just got to try and get the right ones here. Oh, thank goodness, Laurie. Alright, so now you'll notice that I've mitered my hinges, and I mitered them with a 45-degree angle because I think there's nothing worse than bulk of your hinges. It's just one of my pet peeves. And I'll show you in a minute how to get a true 45-degree angle, mitered angle. So I get these on. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. I know it's late for a lot of you, and I appreciate it. And I'm sure Barry and Carol do as well. All right, just butting that up against there, and then doing the same to the other one. Okay, and then what we need to do is grab these. Now you'll notice with the sides, these are going to join the side, vertical side together. What I do here is I just miter one end because nothing's going to be joined to this top edge. So the mitered end is going down the bottom. So what I try and do there is fold it over, work out which side it's going, then take the backing tape off. Oh, good. It's only 8:30 where you are. Awesome. Okay, and then I line it up with the top first, just in case my measuring is a bit off. Okay, so see there, you've got that perfect mitered edge there where the three pieces meet. Okay, so what I tend to do with these for the sides, I'll put one on each opposing sides. That way you won't get confused with where they've got to go if you put one on each of them. So I just put, see, and I forgot about not mitering the bottom end of that one, top end, but that's okay. It's allowed. Okay. Let's do these here. Thanks, Sandra. All right, so and last one. I'll try and clean up as I go along so I don't get an awful mess like I normally do. Do you, Joycey? Miter most of your edges with your chomper. Well, there you go. All right. And then that is going to join like that. So all your hinges are going to be on the inside. All right. Now quickly, I will show you how I miter. All right. I've got one here. Right. Now, I think Barry and Carol sell these in the shop. These are the perfect trim ruler, perfect trim tools. So I just grab it. I get a square on the inside. Oh, hang on. Okay, and I put that square there. Now you've got to make sure that your folded edges at the facing is closest to you. Okay, I line that square up so that the top edge sits, that the edge of that square sits at the top edge there, and then I bring it over so that I just grab the corner there, I line it up there, move it over so it's lined up on the top edge there and just at the corner there, and I grab my My craft knife's gone walkabout. This is my chipboard one, so let's, oh, there it is. And then I just cut it off like there. And there you will have a perfectly mitered corner. Okay. All right. Let's get back to it. Now, before I put this together, okay, might grab another hinge, might be easier because the others are still dry. Oh, no, they're not too bad. Okay. Yeah, they are still wet. All right, I'm going to grab another closure piece. Okay, got one. So this is where you need to mark your holes. Okay, so let me grab an example here. All right, so this one's going to sit on the top, so we don't want that one just yet. We want this one here, and it's going to sit right on the top edge there, okay? And so, and we want the center, so all I do is going to take my Timmy ruler and a pencil. And I did have a pencil here earlier. We get the center. And I'm just going to mark where the center is. And then I'm just going to line that up there. So this is the little piece that I'm putting down the bottom. This is the piece with the flap thingy, closure thingy. So we're just getting this one. We're going to sit that there, right in the center there, and straighten it up and mark our holes. Silly girl, what moved? Let's do that again. Right, now I can get my crocodile. Now you don't need to use your crocodile. You can just use, oh, a bit dizzy then. Use your paper piercing awl. That's a bit close, so I'm going to bring it down just a little bit so, and I can't see a dang thing. I'm just going to mark that there and there and punch. There and there. Alright, so now we've got those holes done. That's fine. We can go and close up. It just makes it a lot easier. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the tape backing. Now, I'm going to line the top edges up. I'm going to kiss them so that the inside edges are touching each other there. And just pressing down at the top, and then I'm just going to make sure that these are also touching and press that down. Now I'll show you up closer next time. Okay, so that's that done now. All right, so do the same over here. Move your tape backing. Now kissing, I mean, so it, hang on, touches just like that on the inside edges. Hope you saw that. Make sure that your top edges meet as well. Okay. Now I'm going to take both of these tape backings off at this stage. I'm going to do this one first. Then I'm going to do this one. There we go. All right. There we go.